coming back on. Hi, buddy. Very happy. So we just had a welcome to the Opie and Anthony show. Bill Burgess came in. Just so you know, what we're dealing with off the air is we're just having a major issue with this guy's publicists are just the most entitled individuals.
Yeah.
They're awful.
He was cool.
He was great.
He was fine.
He was a very nice dude.
Yeah.
I'm in a bad mood because our promos were not running for the last couple of days.
You're a loose dude in a bad mood.
Joe, you know what time it is?
What time?
15 minutes till the tickets go on sale.
Holy shit.
Oh.
January 16th, of course, myself, Burr.
Hi, Bill.
Great show, man. Attell and Brewer. But I'm
almost too much
mood.
show.
Yeah, it really is a great show.
Almost. Just short of
the Miami Heat
of
comedy shows.
It really is.
She came in here. She sat in the back. We never let publicists in the room because they're fucking draining, life drainers. And while the guy's doing his interview, she taps me and asks for my pen. And then she's holding up a sign to me with his website on it.
To plug it.
And I'm like, would you do that if it was television? She got mad because she's an extraordinarily entitled individual as a publicist. Everybody kisses her ass. And she got mad because Danny and I reacted annoyed because I'm on the radio and she fucking tapped me.
You believe she tapped him and held up a sign for his website?
I've never had that in 20 years of comedy.
What I can't believe is that Jim didn't take it and then rip it up in her face.
I know.
Because I'm in a horrible mood already, and it would have gotten. I would have said something barbaric to her. And I didn't want to do that.
Barbaric.
Jimmy, that's radio gold.
Barbaric.
Yeah. And I would have listened. I would have listened.
She's awful.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I don't know why it benefits you to have a bad relationship with me. I don't give a fuck.
Benefits you?
What?
It's not, wait a minute. First of all, I'm not having a bad relationship with you. You started being a bitch about
That's what you got to say. If all your clients left you, what talent
what
do you have?
do?
What exactly?
Yeah, what
Can
would
you
you
do?
You'd be barking in Times Square for Chicago tickets.
Yeah.
That's all you'd be able to fucking do.
You fucking cab driver.
I told you we have a rule, an on-air rule. No publicists in the room. It's not about the. I was trying to let Roland and Talent off the hook. It wasn't their fault.
But it's not even a rule that's
I don't want him in here.
One of our rules. No one lets the publicist in.
So if he's doing
studio.
Conan, are you going to walk out and sit with him on the fucking set of Conan and hold up a set, or are you going to stand by the camera and hold up? No, you're going to stay in the back.
She literally said, "I don't know how it benefits you."
The arrogant, and I'm like, well, I don't know how it benefits you to have a bad relationship with us. We have a massive audience.
Yeah.
I don't care if she's like, I'll never do your show again. I'm like, I don't care.
Because we were good to her.
I'm like, we treated him great.
So it's not about him. It's about how
I said that to her. It's about
she's
you.
Gonna fuck over her clients based on how she felt she was treated.
And by the way,
fuck you.
Fuck you.
I'll never do your show again until one of your clients goes, I want to do the Opie Anthony show.
Right.
And you bow down and go, okay. You fucking leech. You fucking leech.
Fuck her.
That's the problem with publicists like that. You never... They should not. That's why I love my publicist. She never comes in with me. I don't need to be coddled. Stay outside.
You
it's
don't
their
come
nature.
in here and hold up a sign to Jim Norton like that.
The fucking nerve of that woman while I'm working. How fucking dare you? And I know she apologized.
Didn't she see you had your tuxedo on, Jimmy? You were doing the show.
She's like, I've done a lot of radio shows. I've been radio shows before. And that's the respect they have for radio guys. That's the way they look at radio as a medium. And that's why a lot of these dumb publicists...
Jimmy. That's the truly insulting part, is because if you use the Conan defense with her, she'll go, well, Conan, that's different.
I said to her, would you bring... I said, would you do TV? Would you be holding up a sign?
Yeah. Huh?
It's a talk show.
But that's my point. She's going to fucking sit there and tear off everybody and go, well, you guys are here. That's over there to me. Yeah, fuck her.
She sounds like a wonderful woman.
She certainly does.
An entitled person. And I did let her know that. And I'm like, you're making it about you. It's not about you.
No wonder why certain publicists are found in their cars in L.A.
Wait, can we get...
Jesus. I thought where this was going. I thought initially... I thought Jimmy was riffing on this person who got shot like the beginning of Godfather.
Can we get Billy Crudup into the conversation here?
He really looks like the guy.
So much shit.
There's no way he can't get you Coke. He's like back in the day when he still cut an album. Like that's the guy.
Yeah. Was he there when John Holmes got murdered in Wonderland?
One of our interns. What the hell's his name?
His name is Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
She threatened to not bring her fucking client in if she wasn't allowed in the studio. If I would have known that.
Yes, she said, no, I'm coming in. And then Kenny went, no, you Publicist, stay out here. And then she said, my client won't go in unless I go in.
That's the arrogance of this woman. I don't care who she is. I don't care who she handles. She doesn't get me booked on the Tonight Show. She's never going to help or hurt me.
Is she in every scene that he's in movies and his TV show? Is she in the background to make sure she's there with him during
awful.
every facet of his life?
I don't care who she... I really don't. I don't care if she has the whole fucking cast of Tron. It's irrelevant to me. We've done the show a long time. It's the first person to record it.
She's scared that her client's going to come in here and kill it while she's out there and realize that he doesn't really need her at this level.
She's Can you imagine? I'm not going in if he doesn't go in. If I don't go in, I wish I would hear my publicist say that. I'd fire her on the fucking spot.
Yeah, fucking shit.
Yeah, shit.
God, that annoys me.
Fuck you.
Shit.
And we have promos that are supposed to be running for the show. They weren't running for the last 2 days. They weren't put in the system. So I'm just in a fucking horrible mood. So yesterday we weren't here, and the promos weren't running. And that's,
God.
It's okay. I Facebooked and told people they could buy tickets like 3 days ago because that's how good I am on the internet. Then I got like 20 emails. Dude, just to let you know, the tickets haven't gone on sale yet. For the Borgata. It's going to be huge. January 16th.
Yeah, I think it'll sell very well.
Of comedy shows. That's if I was a publicist, that's the spin I would use.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would too.
Huge. Spin.
Oh, my.
Huge.
After talking to her, I hate her even more. I have absolutely no respect for her. I don't care if she hears every word.
How did you look at her and not just...
I'm not going to yell and curse at her because, again...
Like an
you're a professional.
Chimp bite her face off.
I even said to her, and don't threaten to pull him. I'm like, don't hurt the rest of the platform. I don't care if you pull him from our show. Go ahead. But don't pull him from the rest of the show.
Yeah, what arrogance that... Well, then, no. She will not be in any of this kingdom.
I won't bring any of my people. That's the problem with publicists. And artists bring it on themselves because fucking artists cower behind their publicists, and most of them have no personalities.
Some should just turn around and go, hey, lighten up. Like, you work for me,
fucking
fucker.
people kill me, too. How dare you insult me? I will never give you the cast of Gossip Girl.
You're a no talent.
Yeah.
That's why you do what you do, because you have to associate with the business somehow. You have to glom onto it somehow while contributing nothing artistically.
You know the interesting stories she must have about celebrities that she tells her family like she's inside?
Yeah, but then you got to tell it like you're so over it and you don't watch TV.
Right. Yeah,
I don't want to name any names, but
and if you don't like it, I go across the street to Mitch and Murray. Fuck you. You're a fucking secretary.
That really, and maybe I should have went out there and talked to her, but I didn't want to see Roland get blamed for something that had nothing to do with him. Were you nice to her at least when you told her she couldn't?
Oh. I kicked her in the cunt and told her. It was procedure. Yes, that's what I do.
The bottom line, for her saying that, there's nothing Kenny could have done to inspire that.
I was following procedure.
Roland held the door open for the guy to go in. She tried to follow in, and Roland said, no, I'm sorry, you can listen from out here.
So I gently tased her.
And she goes, no, I'm going in. I'm going, no, I'm sorry.
Not the fucking fact that she would say to somebody that works here, no, I'm going in. Who the fuck are you?
You know, she sounds like you, Jimmy. Did she irk you?
Dude, I know. I looked at her face. I know exactly the type of person she is. I know exactly the kind of person she is. She's there's nothing there. She's entitled.
By the way, to the listeners, Jimmy has been standing since I came in here.
Because
Jimmy is standing up, man.
Because for the greater good of the company, I did not curse at her, and she thought I was being rude. Here's the problem: nobody confronts that woman
I was just gonna say,
on her awfulness. She's entitled. Everybody kisses her ass. I don't know. I'm a stand-up lady. I don't give a fuck about who you handle. You're not going to handle me.
You just going up to her was rude.
To me, it was a courtesy that I showed her.
Is Jimmy the greatest?
He just sounded like Archie Bunker. All you need to do is call it dingbat. Jimmy, why don't you let yourself get this worked up about a piece of shit like that? Who gives a fuck?
I don't care what you think.
Don't ever ruin your day.
Dude, I'm already mad. I'm already mad because down the hall they were supposed to put our promos in, and my promos for Poughkeepsie, and they weren't in for 2 days now. I'm very angry about that. But that annoyed me because I saw in her face, she's everything I despise and don't respect in show business.
Oh, jeez, the publicist wants to come in. Huh?
What are you coming in here for there, dingbat?
Well, let me tell you this.
Sit over there.
You can stay outside. You.
The Jew broad publicist wants to come in and count his pennies.
Oh, Jesus.
To hurt her client like that and not let him promote in front of this audience. It's like, do you know how stupid you are?
She sounds like, remember when they did the TV version of the Letterman-Leno battle? Remember Leno's manager?
The manager.
Yeah, she wasn't like Helen Kushnick.
Yeah, like because obviously you never met her in real life. The TV version, the book version, that's what she sounds like.
Right.
But I would have, to me, it was a courtesy to go talk to her. Because I guess, again, publicists, they're like everybody else in show business. They're just all behind-the-scenes sneaks. They're non-contributors. Nobody just talks face-to-face. Nobody just goes, look, that was our rule. That was not rolling. That was our... Nobody does that.
And by the way, in front of one of our bosses... saying that we were assholes.
But we weren't assholes.
It's a great fucking thing.
Which one of our bosses? Who? What boss?
Who was it, Kenny?
The new boss of the talent handler.
That's not our boss.
Oh, it's not my boss.
Same as the old boss.
Yeah, it's Roland's boss. Fuck him.
Well, no, Roland was great to her, though.
I'm teasing, of course. I love the
and
little fuzzy man.
The fucking slave mentality that perpetuates every goddamn artist in this business that lets these fucking pieces of shit actually go, no, I'm the one that needs to be tended to right now. I'm important. Go fuck yourself.
She was the important. You know, to her, she was the important one in this whole thing. Fuck with it, whatever he wanted to say or do or anything. She's in charge.
I'm not going to say a bad word about her because I don't know how it helps me to have a bad relationship with that person I've never heard of.
Bill Burr, you are right.
But it was almost like I was going over there.
Jimmy.
If she didn't tap me...
You want to be on Hot 97 ever in your life, buddy? I can make that happen.
She tapped me and held up the sign. That, to me, was all I needed to know about her.
The sign said, wanna fuck?
Yeah, and I said, no. The pomposity, if I may.
Yeah, oh, you may.
The lack of respect for radio that people like that have. This dummy, who obviously doesn't do her job well, would rather have him promote probably on a local news show than on this show, which has a lot more listeners because they don't understand what radio... They're just dumb.
And it's going to make him more personable. It's not just like...
And he was great. It was nothing to do with him.
No, we were talking video games with the fucking guy. It's not like... And everyone that comes in here doesn't have to talk about that movie. We'll plug it. We'll get it across and everything. But how about you let the guy be a human fucking being and be relatable to people that go, oh, wow, okay, that's that guy. It's
I'll never do that show again.
And she's sitting there holding up a sign, plug the website.
Not for nothing, and this is no disrespect to that guy because he was really cool, but I was in here when Ed Norton was in here. You didn't get anything like that with Ed Norton. And Ed Norton is a goddamn Oscar-winning fucking...
Yes.
Right?
Who was it?
Am I wrong?
It was Zach Levi. Yeah.
No way.
The guy from Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck.
Chuck, holy shit. Well, I don't know what that is. If it's not on ESPN, I don't know what it is.
I said that.
It's not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Let me tell you,
wait a minute.
She was exhibiting signs of mind control. Mind control. I think the HARP unit was tuned into her.
That made me laugh so hard just then that I got lightheaded. I almost passed out. And it was such a shooting laugh that came out of my face.
The secret society of the publicists. That's what it's all about. You know, it's something that it's the Illuminati.
You know what I like? I like when he goes to storm in somewhere and he acts like they don't know he's coming, and they show him from behind walk in.
The camera's there.
They're already in the office.
Yeah. When he walked in,
what are you doing here?
Yeah. Aha.
But you know what's worse? Those are the only guys.
Club.
Those are the only conspiracy theorists that they put on TV. It's just like Jerry Springer. It's the worst of the worst. I see things.
It's that approach. It's the storm in and pretend like you're just storming in thing, or it's the Michael Moore thing when you walk into the Kmart corporate office and they go, "Yeah, you can't come upstairs with your fucking cameras." Just showed up, and he goes, "Well, obviously they're hiding something."
They're hiding something.
No, dickhead. You can't roll up with a fucking camera crew spur of the moment.
I like the Jesse Ventura approach is the Ralph Cramden approach when he walks in. Aha! Oh, cocktail time! Come on out, Hob! Come on out, Hob!
I know you're up to something. And you know that I know.
You know that I know that the HARP unit's still in mind control. I'm not. Area 51, I'm not. They got guns. Let's run, Norton.
Wouldn't it be great at the end of every episode when Ventura's stupid theories are proved wrong if he had to act like Cramden when he realizes he's wrong? Just
and make that face and kind of wave his arms around and then just go to the black girl at the table. Baby, you're the greatest. You're the greatest.
The sad thing is he isn't 100% wrong. He's not the guy.
He's so not the guy.
He's not the guy. If you just sat there and just talked about the Federal Reserve in a calm manner.
Yeah.
First of all, they couldn't have it if they figured out everything was built on sand.
I'm going in. Here's the secret building where all the conspiracy is. Why don't you just fucking ask somebody? Walk in. We spoke with a man in a van in the middle of the desert. You know the most ridiculous thing I ever saw.
No, the worst one is that Ghost Hunters. Like, I love how you're going to watch the episode. Like, this is the episode they're going to prove that ghosts exist.
Yes.
But for some reason, this isn't international news at this point. Like, you're going to walk into the office the next day. Hey, did you see? They proved it.
The trailer is always some kind of thing where it's like, did you hear that?
Dude,
I don't know what that was. Something like, ah! And then Ghost Hunters.
And then it's always grainy footage. The best part is when they sit there and they get mad at the ghost and they set up all this stuff and the ghost always has a name. They're like, Mary Ellen, you have 17 minutes to show yourself. Or else what?
I love that.
Or else what?
I've been here a while, 17 minutes. I could do that on my head.
I love that fucking reality show, like Tease. I used to do a bit about that, how, like, they'll be like, coming up next on Bakers or whatever. And I'll be like, it's two guys in the kitchen like, I'm going to fucking rape you. And you're like, holy shit. I'm like, if they raped each other, it would have been in the paper 6 fucking months ago. Like, they raped each other on this show.
It's the most dramatic moments. That's another one. Like any kind of paranormal activity or something. They always have that night vision. It's grainy. You see the people's eyes are all open wide, and you can see their retinas.
What was that?
It's like, what was that?
Downstairs, and then they run downstairs. It's like, why don't you have a camera in every room?
Shaky camera, and then you hear, oh my God! Tune in for the next... And then you tune in, and nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
The oh my God was like, we're on a film. Oh, my God. Someone should have gotten the film.
That's fucking I can literally go on the Internet and look at my apartment from outer space, see a picture of it, and they can't find a ghost in an 8-room colonial. No. they can't get footage of it. We just missed it.
That's a great point about not having a camera. They literally react like a dad that just had a kid for the first time. Honey, we're going to tape everything. Quick, get over here. He's walking.
You know what it is? It's the Music Man. That's what they're doing with ghosts.
With ghosts?
What does that mean?
The Music Man was this old musical. The guy didn't know anything about instruments, and he came there and he got the town all fucking stirred up that they were going to put in a pool hall. Jesus, Joe, I can't remember. We did it in 5th grade.
It's
76 trombones.
At the big parade.
There you go.
I know that song.
I think I did it in 5th grade too, or something.
Yeah. I was. Oh, I did tell you the story.
Were you with the Star? Or?
No, this is the best thing. You know that song, The Wells Fargo Wagon?
Oh, Jesus.
They got to sing, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming, but this was their big excitement.
The big number. A Busby Berkeley movie.
No, like back in the day. You gotta let me get this story out before you trash me.
I won't.
The Wells Fargo wagon was like the stagecoach or whatever, and that would show up, and whatever you ordered was coming to town. There was no internet, no TV, so this was a big deal back then. So in the movie, it's pulled by like a bunch of horses, and everybody's screaming the Wells Fargo wagon, singing, right? Arm in arm, dancing down the street. So in our thing, obviously our production, we don't have money for fucking horses. So there was this one kid, that kid who's just 5'10" in the 5th grade, mildly retarded, and they had him pull the Wells Fargo wagon in, right? And so the whole cast is singing the Wells Fargo wagon, and all the parents are there, and this big kid comes in, pulls it in, and the crowd is so freaking out, like he starts getting freaked out, and he's pulling it in, and he's going like, he just started yelling, and all the parents went from excitement to immediately feeling bad. They made this kid play a team of horses.
And he was retarded?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it until years later. I'm like, holy shit, so-and-so, I'm not going to say his name, was playing a team of horses.
He got all excited.
Did they at least put a horse costume on him?
No, they didn't. They dressed him up. They dressed him up like a postman or like a clerk, a bellhop, and they had him pulling a stagecoach. coach.
And he got all excited.
Well, first he was like smiling, and then everybody was going like, woo! And then he fed off their energy and just started going, he brought it in, at least, and then everybody got all uncomfortable.
I don't love to see
that. It was brutal.
Holy shit.
It was brutal.
At least dress him up like an Asian guy with the fucking straw hat.
Like a rickshaw. Yeah. The fucking Wells Fargo rickshaw comes out.
Dude, he looked like he was going to be an offensive lineman. That's how big this kid was.
Holy shit. Oh, and then he fucking took a shit on the stage like a horse would.
No, he wasn't like full on. He was a little touched, and there was something about when he felt it's like the first time he get a laugh on stage. That was his.
Yeah, that's bad.
Reaction.
That's bad. When retards get touched, they kill things sometimes.
They gotta twist the neck.
I saw Mice and Men. They fucking hurt stuff.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Joe. I just wanted to. No! Tickets are on sale now!
Oh shit! Yes! Yes! Right now!
I'll tell you, if I was a comedy fan, there's only one comedy show that I'd be going to. It's a 4-in-1 comedy show.
It is.
It's like one of those things they sell late at night for $19.95.
But wait, there's more.
That's what it is. We also have Jim Brewer coming back.
Jim Brewer coming back.
Just pay separate shipping and handling.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you get 2 boxes of something, you know.
Chip will be there.
Actually, by the way, on the side note, read Jim Brewer's book, man. It was fucking great.
Yeah. What I read of it was fantastic. I didn't read the whole thing, but what I read was excellent, too. It was really... It's like, you just want to look for a couple... Everywhere you start, it's like, fuck, this is a great story. Fuck, this is a great story.
Dude, his SNL stories are alone.
Yeah.
I remember him telling him here those stories, but I'm not a big book reader.
It surprised me about you. Yeah. With your video games and your gun collection.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I read a lot. I just don't read books.
What do you read?
He goes to I'mRight.com and backs up all his theories.
I'm right.
I knew it.org.
Yeah.
I told you.
No, that's what everybody does, including me. You have your theory. You have your mind made up before you even go into your research, and then you just read shit that backs up.
Then you find the shit that backs it up.
Dude,
exactly.
I do it all the time. As soon as I read something I disagree with on the web, I go, yo, you can't trust what you fucking read on the web.
I go like, let me go to Snopes. And I go to Snopes, and it's like, this is false, and then I'll copy-paste and send it back to the person and go, see, that's fake. Meanwhile, why am I trusting this Snopes? What do I know what their sources are?
No, all you got to do is just write in whatever point you're trying to prove. Someone's going to agree with all those people on there.
That's all I need to back up my part of the argument.
I do it all the time.
Yeah. I read a lot. I read a lot of periodicals. I read a lot of like Popular Science, Popular Mechanics. I read American
I just picture
Rifleman.
you walking around your house in a bathrobe with like a candle. For some reason in my world, you live in like a castle.
That's kind of... I have been known to walk around...
He doesn't have doors. He just has...
A candelabra.
He just has those long drapes that you just sort of walk through.
long flowing drapes.
Yeah, and you have a big chalice of wine.
And I got that big long gowny sleep thing with the pointy hat.
Yeah.
And a little candle.
I trust your journey was pleasant.
Yes.
He's got the big knocker.
I hope you find your room to your liking. And it's just a...
Do you hear the werewolves? They are the children of the night.
I'll see you in the morning. Yeah.
Have you ever been to his house? You never been to his house?
It's
awesome.
It's an experience.
Of course it is.
So much
fun. It's the greatest place.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy.
It's a fucking... I mean, with the exception of the host, it's a fucking...
Yeah.
Get out of here. He's ribbon ass.
Shit.
No, it's an amazing fucking hang, dude. The pool, the jacuzzi. It's like it's just a great fucking hang.
But when I do that gig with you... Where is it again, Jimmy?
Oh, I forget. Borgata, January 16th. By the way, I did the show Bill. This is like the billboard we're going to get.
Oh, my God.
Which is fine.
I have that up on my Facebook page.
But have you seen the original one?
That's what you want. Simple, our names, boom. This is, boom, you know what, this is the original artwork. They didn't have David Tell's picture yet. This is what they wanted to do.
Yeah, why would you? He's just the best comic in the last 20 years.
No, this was not the final prop. They were going to put Dave in here.
Oh, my God.
This is what they wanted to use.
Look at what they wanted to use.
Look at you. You're holding a fish.
Why?
What is the theme?
It's some famous rowing picture.
It's not a famous rowing picture because no one knows it.
Is that horrendous?
The Publicist.
That looks like we're remaking on Golden Pond.
Oh, yeah, you're holding Walter. Big old crafty son of a bitch. Holding that Publicist. Rotten fish face. Beat it, self-important taxi cab driver. Hang your fucking hack license in the back, replaceable. Wouldn't you love that? Excuse me, replaceable contributes nothing. Could you bring in talent star famous? And then couldn't make it latches on. Could you take actor / talented guy somewhere? Thanks a lot. Does nothing, won't be missed. Thank you. Gives nothing, contributes nothing. Could you bring in memorable famous?
Oh, one more thing. Easily replaceable.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Hey,
it's all about you. Could you please not come in the studio?
Yeah, hey, unrecognizable from the next. Could you please bring in stands out in a room? Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
Willie Loman. Get out of here.
And one more thing. Desperately trying to be important.
Yeah. Wow. I can't see how. I'm sorry. If my publicist did that, I would step on her foot.
Oh, that'd show her.
It really would.
Excuse me, stands next to someone who actually does something.
That's literally like your chauffeur getting out and saying, Ted Danson is not going to walk the red carpet unless I can walk in front of him.
Yeah.
You're a chauffeur.
Is that it? You're nothing. You're a chauffeur and a schedule person. You're a calendar.
I guarantee she's going for a reality show.
Oh,
the Publicist. Yeah.
The Publicist.
Superstar Publicist.
I hate Publicist for that
reason.
We
always see the celebrities. But who are the people behind the celebrities?
Here she is. Let me get my iPhone. See this? It says Friday the 19th, and I touch it, and dates come up.
Yep.
Here's what she is. It's a calendar.
Your calendar.
2 presses of a button. I could hit things and know exactly where I got to be. Oh, tonight I'm going to be at Bar 9 with Brother Joe and the rest of the guys.
She is a secretary with delusions of grandeur.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially when I was not cursing at her, and I gave her the courtesy of coming out and addressing her. This is a woman used to being handled with kid gloves, and it's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck who you have.
She's the one that gets the last word. She says you guys were pieces of shit and walks away and is like, well, I showed them. The idea that you came up to her and said something is unfathomable. She can't believe.
She is of absolutely no relevance to me. I don't care if you book people on Leno. I don't care if you handle De Niro. I don't give a fuck.
Would you fuck her?
Yes. Just so she has the memory.
That angry fucking Jimmy would give her.
Just so she has the...
Can we look her up on IMDb? I want to see her roster. I'm curious.
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know her name. IMDb Pro?
I honestly don't know her name.
I'll find out. Yeah, I'm sure.
I plan on contacting whoever she works for. I'm not saying it's going to matter, but the fact that I'll never bring anyone to your show again because we didn't want you no talent, sitting in the room with your fucking leech energy. What do you do? That's my job. Then do it before he comes to my job.
Yeah.
How dare you?
She actually went for the old, you'll never work in this town again.
Yeah,
kind of
if you tore up the level of ego that she sounds like she has. If she poked you and tore and you nodded and you did that classic Jim Norton.
Just tore up.
Guys, my client doesn't feel comfortable unless I'm sitting behind him constantly blackberrying the entire fucking interview.
Constantly blackberrying and then holding up signs when we're having a fucking human conversation.
Sat there with and I could see her from where I was, and she sat there with a fucking scowl on her face. And you talking about energy sucking. It started to get in my head. It got in my head. I was like, is she pissed off at the way this is going? Who the fuck is she? Is she his assistant? Is she a cunt? Who is she?
She's a nobody. No, she's just a publicist, and they're pushy by nature, which is how they get their clients things. But I know the balance. She was despicable. She was despicable and rude and entitled. And I'm telling you,
and succotash.
Artists that have that fucking person, you have an idiot representing you. I don't care who she handles. Yeah. If my publicist pulled that shit, I would spit on her.
It's unfucking believable, dude. Those people are butlers, and it's like...
I'm not going to say her name on the air.
No, I have a roster, though.
Okay, if you had a fucking dinner party and your butler treated somebody like that, you'd be like, what are you, out of your fucking mind? You work for me.
She probably has a great roster. She's probably a good publicist.
No, don't hedge your bets now, Jimmy.
I don't care.
Let's stay with the anger.
What the roster is.
Yeah, she's, let's see.
All right. Yeah. I'm looking.
She's vice president of entertainment for this one. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't see shit.
There is not. If I would have known,
shaking his head.
If I would have known what her roster is, I would have pissed on her foot. She has nobody I care about.
No, I mean, I'm sure they're nice enough people.
Right, not Jim.
Dude, Mandy Moore's a great actor.
Trying to make it in the world.
And Zach was I liked him. Yeah. He was a good dude.
Zach Levi was very nice.
I literally don't know who any of those people
I don't either.
She was abysmal. That couldn't be their whole. That's just got to be hers. That's just got to be hers. But the rest of the agency. Look up the rest of the agency.
Is that our last name?
Well, guess what?
Fragrance.
Well, I mean, that supports something I didn't want to say earlier before I had the information, but it's like people that represent tons of reputable people don't fucking act like that. Anybody that throws their weight around doesn't have
Joe,
shit
you've
to
been
throw
in the
around.
business long enough to know how a publicist acts.
Hey, Bill, you know, they call me Kid Showbiz where I come from.
Oh, from everywhere. That's what I heard.
Everywhere.
Man,
everywhere
I got a great YouTube video.
Do you?
Yeah. We got whenever we go to take a break, I got to show you this.
When we take a break, we're
done.
Home time.
By the way, is anybody on Twitter?
Mr. got here fucking 5 minutes before the show was over.
Is Zach Levy on Twitter? Is he on Twitter?
Who?
That was the beginning of a trashing, and I totally avoided it.
I totally avoided it.
Sorry, buddy. I apologize. I'm not paying attention to that. I'm very bad today. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I wasn't going to trash you.
Come on.
I was trying to get
what you come in for.
No,
That's what I come in for. I'm saying that's what I
love Bill. I love Bill Burr.
I'm not buying this. He's setting me up for the overhand right.
I really do. I find you very...
His name is, it's ZACHARYLEVI on Twitter. He's a cool guy. Don't fuck with him. But his publicist...
don't fuck with him.
He was very cool, and he's a good actor, and, you know, I liked him a lot, but his publicist was really embarrassingly entitled and awful.
Yes.
He should know that. Maybe he doesn't even know that. She's awful.
Yeah.
By the way, me and Joe are going to have a little road trip driving down to D.C. We're going to be performing there tonight, actually.
Yeah.
At the, was it the Listener? I'm the worst. Listener Auditorium.
The Listener, what is it? It's going to be a listener there.
Are you a bad plugger?
I am the worst. You know what it is? You know, some people can't.
Publicist.
People can't. We really just proved why I have. I love my publicist.
So do I.
After we're sitting here, I'm agreeing with you guys calling them chauffeurs. In the back of my head, I'm just feeling him going like, really? Is this how this son of a bitch feels?
Is that how he feels?
They're pushy by nature, which they have to be, but there's a lie. My publisher would never have that rude. That's just rude, man. You say you threaten not bring a client to a radio station?
Just to recap, how did you feel about Zachary Levi's publicist? Just for people who got here late.
Sum it up.
People who got here late.
Remember when De Niro in Raging Bull was being thrown in the jail cell? The way he was speaking to those guards, that's how I wanted to talk to her. Yeah, that's actually how she got in the fucking room. He was actually politer going into that than she was getting in. Poor Roland. What an atrocity!
You don't know where you're going because you don't know your history. You got
to 3 times I've come here. Roland has been wearing that same Bruce Springsteen.
Those are the lemon dropping.
He is, I was gonna say I would not be surprised if he owns 3 different ones. Like, dude, one of the greatest things I've ever seen is when I did this show for the troops, and Bruce Springsteen was there, and Roland was likes Springsteen more than you like AC/DC. He was floating. He couldn't even move. He was like paralyzed every time Springsteen walked by. It was fucking awesome to watch a man like him have a dream come true. He got a hug from him.
Wow.
Do you really like AC/DC?
I love AC/DC. Do you like them?
They're great, man. I think that they're very antiquated when it comes to their online business. They're really dumb when it comes to that. Yeah. But as far as a band, they're kick-ass.
They are. You know what? I just saw the Rush documentary that came out last year, and I put all my Rush, the albums from the 70s on my iPod. And I've been going fucking crazy.
This whole Rush.
God, dude. I haven't listened to them in so long.
Yeah, it's because it was a pain in the ass, like, to just...
I never got into those guys.
You don't like the trees? There is unrest in the forest. There is trouble with the trees. The maples want more sunlight, but the oaks ignore their pleas.
Not one of the biggest hits.
I know, but that's a good one.
Two Trees is a classic Rush song.
But
There is unrest in the forest.
It's no Limelight.
Is it really about trees?
Limelight.
Come on, Limelight.
Dude, they're the only band I've ever listened to that I still love, even after I heard this lyric. Who has come to slay the dragon?
Yeah, they really are just nerds.
Yeah, nerds. They're LARPers.
They talk about that in the documentary. They talk about, like, after their 5th album, they were like, We decided after that album not to do any more 20-minute songs that went through 5 parts about kingdoms and dragon slaying.
Fucking Renaissance fair shit.
Dragons are queers.
We get it.
They talk about playing one of their 20-minute fantasy epics for Ace Frehley, and they go, he just didn't get it. I'm talking about the culture clash.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know you like to fuck hookers and do blow Ace? Let's do this 20-minute song about Frodo Baggins.
Hey, you know, I'm going to try to cram in everything I wanted to talk about. I was out in L.A., right, and I turned my TV on, and the show you got on here, the girl there with the leopard boots, had Wendy Williams. Had brought Richard Simmons out, and he comes out, all right, he's lost like 30 pounds. He's 61 years old. You know, you start to lose your elasticity, so you actually look better if you stay fat when you're old. And he comes out, dude, with those little candy striped shorts on and that tank top on with his hair plugs from like 1983. He could see through.
You see through his hair.
It was fucking horrific, and it just made me think of like, you know, people who you go into show business, and some people are themselves and other people are a character, so you have a costume.
Yeah.
Like, he might be at the top of the list. You know, Michael Jackson kept wearing the loafers and the short pants, and it starts to get embarrassing when you hit 50. He is 61 years old. I think he might be at the top of the list. I was even thinking like fucking Angus to a certain level, dude. Like that guy, when he's 60, dude, to still be wearing the schoolboy outfit.
Schoolboy outfit.
But my vote goes Richard Simmons.
With the little shorts and then the wife-beater tank top.
Oh, and his I used to be obese man tits, 61-year-old man tits peeking out the side. And he didn't even have his fake tan. He was a fucking mess.
And you did, like, that hair was this sparse, like shit. Somebody yesterday said it was like that little stuff that you throw in an Easter basket before you put the little chocolate eggs on it.
Richard Simmons and Gene Wilder. The only two people that have that hair on the fucking planet.
Gene Wilder tried to do a comb over with it.
Oh, man. Is there anything worse than old, fake, straight-haired Gene Wilder when he started flattening it down?
It's the comb over.
Man. No, that's the funny thing about, like, when you watch those hair plug commercials and somebody, you always say the guy go like, he goes, I wish I did this 10 years ago. It's like, no, you didn't.
You did.
No, you didn't.
All you'd have had left were those plugs. All your other hair would have been gone, and you'd have had the...
No, that's why all these people who are getting plastic surgery, they're heroes. They're letting them practice on their face. Like all those real housewives that you see with their fucked up face, because when we're 80, we're going to actually be able to look 20 because of what they did to those people's face.
That's one more the doctor went and went, okay, I should have done this.
Yeah. Did you ever hear that Patton Oswalt joke that he did about when they were doing the celebrity? Remember they were doing that show where they make you look like a celebrity through plastic surgery?
How fucked up was that?
Patton Oswalt
permanent plastic surgery?
Yeah.
Patton Oswalt had a joke about it where he goes, do you realize if they did this show 20 years ago, he's like, there'd be a guy on the table, and just as he was going under, he'd go, make me look like Gutenberg.
I don't even know who that is.
Steve Gutenberg.
Oh, Steve Gutenberg.
Because we have dudes walking around looking like John Oates.
Yeah, it really is kind of a time-sensitive little project you're going for there. God, that would suck.
Who would you pick? Who's the timeless celebrity? The one you could go...
Paul Newman.
Brad Pitt, right?
Tom Cruise.
That would work.
You couldn't go wrong, right?
I don't know. Could you?
Jerry Vale.
Who's the doctor? Who's the doctor in Cannonball Run?
That doctor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Eli.
We're going to dislocate your orbital. You ever heard he got somebody threw a pencil at him? He got a pencil in his eye when he was a kid.
Yeah, you should thank that guy. That's why he had a career. He would have been the same without that eye. That eye is what made that guy.
Well, that's the great thing about show business. Everything that didn't get you pussy before you got into show business, when you get into show business, that exact thing is the thing that's going to make you huge.
What got you into show business?
Jamie Farr's nose. They probably pulled him around during lunch break.
Mike Tyson's tendency to rape.
Yeah.
Got him a lot of pussy in show.
Bad while you're growing up. Good once you're famous.
Yeah, once you're in show business, it's phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Totally acceptable.
What the fuck is that guy's name? The doctor.
What's the nigger?
It was Jack Elam. I think is his real name.
What's the line you were going to say? Dislocate what?
No, I was going to say that's what, if they were going to make you look like him. The doctor, you know, they announce what they're doing. Now we're going to dislocate his orbital ACL.
We're cutting away at the muscle that holds the eye in place.
That prevents it from just looking to the right.
Distinct cockeyed look.
We're adding gut.
Him and we're also using pictures of Marty Feldman. Remember him?
Marty Feldman.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, seriously, thank God he was as ugly as he was. It made him fucking famous. I'm not saying the guy wasn't talented or funny, but I mean those fucking goofy eyes and all that shit.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have went as far, right?
No,
you know, folks.
I wouldn't think so. I would think so, folks.
That's what I'm throwing out there. If you guys are on.
Yeah, if you just want to keep this, you know, I love this topic is just slowly dying.
It doesn't matter though because the show's fucking over.
We're all starting to have that slow look of panic in our eyes, like Jesus, Anthony, you got anything?
Not a goddamn thing. I got one thing though. I know I'm going to be at the Borgata on January 16th.
Yay!
I am absolutely going, and I am going to see probably the comic show of the decade.
It is a great show.
Let's say the decade right now.
Like FC tonight and tomorrow.
The new decade, because it'll be a brand new one starting up.
Can I plug my show?
No.
Yeah, thanks.
Please do, please.
Going on January 16th at the Tropicana.
It's not next week, but we're off next week, I think, probably because of the holiday, but every Tuesday at the Ace of Clubs at 9 Great Jones Street in New York City, I co-host a show called Righteous Kill, 8:30 p.m. Please come down. It's always fun.
Righteous Kill.
Great ass. Yeah. Come to the show. Nice. Going to be a good fucking show.
Success. Worst death line ever.
What's it?
When Pacino was dying at the end of Righteous Kill, he goes to De Niro, continued success.
And then just
worst line ever.
Horrible.
That movie was a real disappointment.
What about the one I showed you last night on YouTube? Shark Attack 3, famous line.
Oh, it was a classic. That was great.
Famous line from
a real line.
I got this thing.
Doesn't have to be a famous movie for a famous line.
Just a horrific. I just got this segment on my podcast where I just started. Do you remember that? It started with that movie Over the Edge. Do you remember that? You must remember that movie. Matt Dillon, one of his first movies. It's about these fucking suburban white kids that going crazy. And at one point, somehow the parents and the cops, they all have they have a meeting in the cafeteria about their out of control kids, and they're all yelling at each other. Meanwhile, the kids sneak to the school. They lock them in the room and start vandalizing the school. So the cop runs to the locked door, and he's looking out the window. This fucking 6'2" lummox-looking woman student runs by with a giant globe for some reason, stops and looks at the cop and goes, "Eat it, you stinking pig." One of the worst lines I've ever heard. It's so bad, I loved it. And I didn't realize that there was worse lines in movies, and people have been sending me these things. And there's this movie called Shark Attack 3, and just at one point in the movie, the guy just goes, "All right, kids, I'll see you in the morning." And then the dude's talking to the hot chick. He goes, "Yeah, I'm feeling a little tense." She goes, "Oh, yeah, how can you lose your tenseness?" He goes, "I could lose it after I eat your pussy." Just out of nowhere. That isn't the exact line, but it's just completely out of nowhere. You're just like, what?
I hate to disagree, Bill, but I would put that as one of the greatest lines.
Well, it's a famous line. It's a famous line in horrific movies. They got all those. I got them up on the MMPodcast.com. Somebody sent me a movie trailer of this movie called The Car. And it's basically a car possessed by the devil. That's the premise.
Not quite Christine,
of the whole. Yeah, it's the complete rip-off of that, and it's absolutely horrific.
It looks like it came out before Christine, though. It looks older than Christine.
It just looks that way.
It looks like it was made before they understood how to make a good movie.
Maybe Stephen King lifted Christine from the car.
No, he's up there in Maine. He's up there doing his own devices. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He doesn't watch TV. All right, do we have to get out of here?
We do. We're done,
yeah. We sort of petered out.
That's okay. No,
I like Jimmy's his test pilot jacket.
Oh, thank you. This is a good warm one.
That's good.
It's a very nice one.
Pilot to Bombardier.
Bobby Kelly just bought a jacket that folds up into a pillow.
And didn't.
Dude, it literally, when you go to his house,
it's the best.
Dude, unfolds into a tent.
You go to his house, it's literally like watching QVC.
It's all kinds of
look at this, dude.
He's trying it on and shit. You like this, dude?
Dude, and now look, it becomes a pillow. You're on the plane. Boom, you're laying down.
Tell you, dude. Shop for image, dude.
The jacket is literally this thick. And I go, Bobby, I go, is that warm at all? He goes, It's the fucking warmest jacket I've ever owned, bro.
Of course. It's some kind of fucking futuristic space jacket.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, it's the fucking warmest jacket I ever owned, dude.
Maybe if I light it on fire, you fuck.
Yeah. Dude, look at these forks I bought, dude. They have fucking little pockets on them. You can hide shit in the fucking pocket that hangs off of the fork while you eat. It's fucking amazing, dude. Best fucking forks I ever brought, dude.
Bobby Kelly has made $4 million in this business, and he's blown it on fold-up bicycles, ponchos,
fishing tackle.
Yeah. He's a gadget idiot.
He loves that shit.
Dude, look at these. They're energy rocks. You put them, they would look like earrings.
Really? You need them, dude. Believe me. Beforehand, it felt like shit. Now it just feels
Boom.
great.
Put them on your chest. You relax. You fall asleep. Boom. Good dreams.
I got
just
this
try
keyboard.
it.
For me. Just try it. Just try it. I got this keyboard, dude. It was $9,000. The buttons are flat. But you have that one over there with regular buttons, dude. Ugh. You gotta press the buttons down, dude. It's the fucking worst.
Dude,
It's the future, dude.
Yeah. You won't go back to the old way, dude.
You know what's the best is when Bobby buys something you actually like. All you got to do is hang around for about 9 days before he tries to sell it to you for like half price.
Yeah.
Because he's getting a new one.
Dude, he does have a very short attention span with his gadgetry.
Like goldfish.
Bill Burr. Where are you? Comics at Foxwoods?
That one's sold out. Listener,
it's sold out, so don't bother.
Listener auditorium in Washington, D.C. tonight. Me and Joe DeRosa, the teen idol sensation of the Opie and Anthony program.
When are your comics?
Comics tomorrow night.
Oh, in Connecticut?
Yep.
Yeah,
tomorrow night.
Good.
And I saw your rave reviews of the place. You said
it's a good gig, man. Yeah, it was very enjoyable.
And Bill's got his DVD, Let It Go.
Let It Go.
Available at Amazon.com.
Yeah, which has an extra 21 minutes that they didn't show on TV because of the commercials there.
See?
Commercials, huh?
The publicist there can go fuck herself there, read it. Oh, jeez, meathead. And then, of course, we got that. And, of course, January 16th, please don't forget. Go see all the boys down there in Atlantic City.
And good luck, E-Rock.
Down there. E-Rock, his nuptials are today. E-Rock will be a married man. After this...
What's the over-under that he pukes during the ceremony out of nervousness?
Out of nervousness or eating too much?
Yeah. I bet they have a mayonnaise cake.
Frosted in mayo. Yeah. This is wonderful. They're pushing mayo into each other's face.
That's really disgusting.
I love you, too.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh, shit. Clang, 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 clang. Time to eat a milkshake and give a toast. Oh, shit. All right, let's get out of here.
You clang the fork on the glass and you eat some toast.
Yeah. Oh, Danny. Do we have to leave it there?
Yes.
No, I'm fucking with Danny.
Danny, it was going great.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Danny.
I don't mean to say words when comics are in the room.
Amazing job helping out. Thank you so much, of course.
It's like the old
Travis.
days when we used to do the canceled.
When was that?
Oh, my God.
The uninformed.
I don't even remember that anymore.
Many moons ago.
Remember that? When we used to have fun here?
Yeah, we used to have fun. Just come over here. Yeah. There was something about me flying 3,000 miles for free that just sort of killed that show.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Why didn't we? We should have been drinking that whole time doing that shit. We were at fucking midnight on a Saturday.
Oh, because we had hope. We had hope that it was actually going to do something.
Was going to happen.
Well, you guys had like 2 live shows. Everything was like pre-taped on a Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Leave the hope at the door.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing about not getting paid. You know, you had to go out and get paid.
No, I hear you.
Night.
Believe me, I'm not. I'm there with you.
Danny's taking swipes at the damn show that never.
Right?
Don't bite the hand that doesn't feed, Danny.
The hand that starves you.
Yeah, don't bite the hand that is slapping everybody, right?
Chip. You're precocious. We'll see you all Monday. Have a pleasant weekend. And I'll try to also. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.